Bob Sorge has devoted decades to exploring the profound mystery of the secret place. And today, he's going to share why the sacred space is not just a destination, but a way of life, guiding believers to cultivate daily, intimate time with Jesus. So you will notice that he has a microphone. He's going to tell you what happened. There was a surgery that he had that disrupted his vocal cords. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But welcome, Bob. So glad to have you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. It's just a delight to be with you.
So tell us what happened.
Well, I suffered an injury to my voice. This happened 32 years ago. It was like a marble in my throat. We ended up having surgery. The surgery removed the ulcer and then did something else. We don't know what went wrong. And in the journey, I was like, because for a year we tried various medical, vocal therapy, etc., and it was just there was so much mystery.
And of course, what people don't know is that you are a pastor, a worship leader,
I was the
a minister,
pastor of
and
a
you
church.
needed your voice.
I was the worship leader. I've been a worship leader for years, and so it was really traumatizing for me because my life became a series of resignations. Can't do this, can't do that. Had to lay down the church we were pastoring, and so many losses in the journey. And, whenever you suffer loss, then that brings grief because you're grieving your losses. And so there's been a lot of loss and a lot of grief. And grief is actually a godly response to loss. And here's a picture the Lord gave me as I was processing my grief and depression and loss. It's a picture out of James chapter 1. Have you ever seen a boat, a sailboat that was leaning way over in the water? The reason a sailboat leans way over like this as it's capturing the wind is because it's trying to head directly into the storm. The more it's leaning, the more directly it's going into the storm. And the Lord said to me that if I would capture the power of the winds coming against me, the grief, the sorrow, the loss, the depression, if they wanted to bury me, but if I would capture the power of those winds and use them to drive into the storm that was coming against me. He said from James 1, he says, you will not be like a wave that's blown about in the water. You will actually be single-minded, not double-minded, as you press into me. So I've decided the more depressed I get, the harder I'm coming after God. The stronger the storm against me, the more that I'm coming after Jesus. And here's my experience. It's not the fire that changes you. It's the pursuit of God in the fire that changes you. Because there are some people that they get in the storm and they become a casualty and they kind of get turned aside. But if you will come after God and press into him, he will transform you in the storm and make you into what his purpose is for your life.